Hey everyone, Tim Boris from Fresh Wellness Group. Today I want to talk about fixed versus growth mindset. Now, if you're not familiar with these terms, they were developed by Stanford researcher Carol Dweck to talk about the ways that we approach the world, our mindset in the world. Now, a fixed mindset is the belief that your talent and your ability is hardwired, it's set in stone, or relatively so. We were born sort of as smart as we're going to be, and while we can develop up to a certain point, really we're fixed in that ability or that capacity. And some people are smarter than others, and some people are not as smart as others. And where you fit along that spectrum, for a lot of people with a fixed mindset, it sets their self-worth. If you're a smart person, that's awesome. But you're going to avoid challenges because, well, you might be shown to be not as worthy in a certain area. Whereas a growth mindset, on the other hand, believes that talents and abilities, they can be developed over time, that there's really no cap to our potential. If we're not good at something, it's because we haven't developed the skills around that. So challenges and learning are amazing for a growth mindset because it helps them be better in a certain area. The interesting thing is, through Carol Dweck's research, she's shown that growth mindset is positively correlated with greater success, greater happiness, greater resilience, and adaptability in life. Now, with all the stuff going on today, I don't know about you, but I think having a growth mindset would be a pretty awesome thing. Now, the great part is we're in control and we have the ability to develop growth mindset in any area of life. That's really important thing to understand because we already have these mindsets active in our life. We might have a growth mindset at work. We're a high performer, high achiever. We're learning new skills all the time. But maybe relationships or money, you're like, you've got a fixed mindset. You're like, relationships never work out. I'm just doomed to be, in horrible relationships or not in a relationship. Those are things that you might be fixed in that area, but we can shift to have a growth-oriented mindset. While there are many ways to develop a growth mindset, let's talk about 3 ways that you can start today to build a growth mindset in any area of life. Now, you can choose which one you want to focus on, but remember, this applies to all areas of life. The first one is to embrace the learning journey. Now, this is really important because it's what growth mindset is all about. We want to be able to know and understand inherently that in order to be good at something, we have to start off by being bad at something. We're not going to be good when we start out, but we can learn, grow, and develop. That's the foundation of the growth mindset. So challenge yourself and seek feedback instead of just praise. Praise is great, but seek constructive feedback so you can keep learning and growing and improving. That's the first step. Second step is to replace the negative with the positive. Instead of talking about problems, talk about challenges or opportunities for learning. These are things that a lot of people just don't think about each day. The words that come out of your mouth matter. They start to feed back on your mindset. And if you have pessimistic words coming out, if you are negative on certain topics, you're going to get negative outcomes in those areas. So start to identify those negative words and the negativity you're putting out in the world and shift it to a positive way. The last one, or the third one that we'll talk about, is remember that you have a choice, always. You always have a choice. Maybe not about what happens to you, but you always have a choice about how you respond. Instead of saying, I can't do something, think, maybe I choose not to, or I'm unable to do that yet, but I will learn and do that. So you always have a choice in how you respond, and that's part of that growth mindset. The pathway is not easy, but when you start to see those challenges or struggles as opportunities to overcome them, then life becomes a much more enjoyable experience instead of trying to protect your turf, your knowledge, from that fixed mindset. Develop a growth mindset in as many areas of life as you can, and you'll be well on your way to greater success, health, happiness. Now, if you're looking for more information, Pillar number 1 of my book, The Fitness Curveball, dives right into mindset. We have a whole section on fixed versus growth and some exercises you can do to help build a growth mindset in any area of life. Check it out at www.thefitnesscurveball.com or timboris.com/curveball. Love to hear your thoughts and your feedback, and here's to developing a growth mindset in your life.